It's the end of the day. It's time to close up shop.
Hold it, fellas. Let's try something else. Take her in the top.
Double After Hours podcast. Take one. Well. Looky here.
What do we do?
The Virgin Circus.
We're back. We're back for season 2, everybody.
Let's go!
It's great to be here.
What a
You missed us,
hiatus.
didn't you?
I know.
I know I did.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody missed me.
Give me a name.
Oh, I have many names.
Speaks volumes.
Guys, we're close friends, we swear.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For all y'all
exactly.
for all my personal friends who are texting me, is fake closeness wrong? You're gonna learn today.
That's right.
It's the opposite of fake closeness.
Oh my gosh.
But speaking of fake closeness, we gotta pretend we know what our names are here.
That's right. Man, season 2, I already forgot. I'm Aaron Gresser. I'm here with...
Hello, I am Charlie Robison. I manage the socials and edit all the thumbnails and do all the dumb stuff that people don't want to do.
That's right.
I'm just that cool.
I produce and sometimes yap. Most of the time, I just push buttons.
That's
You guys
okay.
That's fine.
You guys are
I'm on the
shocked to hear
sidelines
from
in
me.
case Charlie needs any help.
You guys are shocked to hear from me, but I am Brice Guskovict, and I will actually attend season 2.
You know
Nice.
what? That's a big step.
Quote unquote. But anyways, I'm Shane Sygiel, and I am back here in Holland, Michigan.
No. Hold on. Do you even know how to use the saying quote unquote? Because that made no sense with what I just said. That made zero sense.
The grammar police is coming in hard. It's not even me this time.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, like I said earlier, before I was interrupted.
There's so many other sayings you could have said, and you go with the one that doesn't apply.
Bro, finding the needle in the awful
That's
haystack.
like it's somebody's birthday, and you go, "My condolences."
Okay.
I'm sorry he turned
You
25.
hand him a gift and a card. "My condolences." It just doesn't fit.
Season 2 is already starting, and Bryce is crashing out.
Oh, you're about to hear some major crash out
Because
today.
speaking of crashing out, because hey, that phrase is still on theme. Cars Frickin' 2, directed by John Lasseter, released in 2011, released by Pixar. Fun fact, this movie's bad. So,
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's not.
Here we go.
oh!
Here we go.
But
Okay.
guys, okay, but gang, before we get too crashed out, we got to explain
Yes.
what the heck this is. So for those of y'all who have been longtime listeners, thank you so much, by the way.
Yes.
You would know that we did Cars in June of 2024, and we went, wow, that episode was pretty rad. When's Cars 2? And because Cars 2 is a specimen,
Yeah.
we decided, hey, it would be a great opener for season 2.
Yes.
So we waited, and we waited some more, but we're finally here to give you some stuff to listen to once more.
That's right.
It did not rhyme well, I'm sorry.
No,
But
That's fine.
Okay.
Nice try there.
So you guys, in case you didn't pick up by that intro, are about to witness a 1v3 debate on why I love this movie. Like, this isn't even the joke like in the beginning of the Spider-Man 3 episode where I was like glazing it, calling it a masterpiece. I genuinely love this movie.
sure.
And I have to debate Charlie and Aaron and Shane, and probably a lot of you, as to why I love this movie.
But you're going to try.
I'm gonna
Spoiler
succeed.
alert, the audience is right. Cars 2 is bad.
Listen, it's a free country. People are allowed to be wrong.
No, hold on. Vote.
Vote.
Everybody, whether it's a comment section, an email, a Twitter DM,
Ballot.
I don't care.
We
Send
don't
it
have
in.
a Twitter. We
Vote.
can't.
DM do.
We don't have Twitter or TikTok.
No, well, actually, so this recording of when this come out, we might not have TikTok anymore.
Yeah.
Anything's possible, man.
Double After Hours podcast Red Note page. Can't wait.
It might happen.
I was
Thinking about that last night.
Yeah?
I was like, why not?
You know what? We
got
might
to
as well
lose?
get started on a new platform.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Sure.
I already have a Red Note account set up.
There you go.
Noted.
All right.
You can too, listener. But
Yeah.
before we get too off track, Cars 2.
Off track.
Because there were train tracks at the beginning of the movie. But anyway.
Aaron, I'm sorry that you had to deal with this.
For
But
the Grand Prix.
Grand checks.
Been laughing about for the past 10 minutes
it's
here.
listen, it's the most American misspelling ever. The Grand Prix.
Of course.
But listen,
Yes.
we can't be too grand a pricks on this episode. Because before we jump into quick synopsis, which is getting a slight change because we can't help but keep changing it,
Yeah.
we got to give our quick little thoughts on what this
Cars
movie
2.
is.
Okay.
Aaron,
Yes.
dearest pal,
Yeah.
season 2.
Hold on, dearest. We'll talk about that later. That's another debate for later.
I've known him longer than you.
Womp womp.
Me, Charlie, and Aaron have known all of us longer than you, Brice.
Shane, we know you ain't the dearest. You better watch it.
Jesus.
Okay.
Dang.
Jesus.
Season 2 hostility?
Yeah.
Yeah, that energy from the Christmas tier list has not left. It is still here.
Is it in our loincloths?
Yeah, brother.
Oh, yeah, baby.
But speaking of loincloths, we got to pull something out. Aaron.
What?
What do you mean by that?
What did he say?
The right thing at the right time. He says all the right things
Well, things
at
don't
all
tell
the
your
right
sex tape. Anyways,
times,
moving
and he
on.
means nothing to you, but you don't know why. This podcast is everything you want. It's everything you need.
I'm starting to doubt that. Any hoodles.
This was a mistake coming back.
Yeah.
We should have left while we had the chance.
But the Sonic 3 episode did pretty well. So
Season 1 and done.
yeah. Aaron,
Yeah.
Cars 2.
Anyways, Cars 2.
What are your big thoughts?
Well, I haven't seen this one in a while.
Same.
Like, a while. And listen, I'm just gonna start off with this. I like spy movies. I always have.
Bond.
James Bond. Yes, James Bond. Even Johnny English. I'll go out there.
Johnny English is a masterpiece.
It is.
We need to cover
Austin
later.
Powers.
Austin
Pretty good.
Powers. I love them.
Hours.
How about no?
They're great movies, very entertaining, and I always liked that premise. And then you put in Lightning McFunny, and like, it just all goes.
Oh,
to
no, that's not his name. It's Lightning McQueer. Let's not
That's right. Okay.
forget.
Are we allowed to say that?
It's
Yeah.
Quest for Tires.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
the YouTube poop reference of Legend.
Yeah.
We're not making
Yeah.
fun of gay people. We're just saying Lightning McQueer instead of Lightning McQueen.
I'm fine with it. I was just not sure if we were allowed to say that without getting canceled.
I hope
Yeah,
not.
listen, gang. If you listen to this podcast, you know
Whatever we say here is
the-
all satirical, and we do not mean it.
We're like South Park.
Yeah,
Kind of.
we'll go with that.
Yeah.
That
Pretty
works.
much. Yeah, I'm not with South Park.
IHEART. We're not
Better than
sorry.
Family Guy.
But anyway, screw you, I'm going home.
We're going home.
But Cars 2.
Yeah, but Cars 2. But Cars 2. So, I kind of have like a mixed. This movie's very a mixed bag for me.
Right.
Where parts of it I do really like, and then there's other parts that are like okie dokie. Then, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a balance thing. We'll get to it in a little bit, but there's a balance problem with with how much racing and cars elements.
Yeah.
And
How much dinner?
yes. Weezer, way too less screen time, okay? You need to get more Weezer in
There's
there.
the Weezer Cars.
That's right. Come on now. You can have the friggin' Pope. You can have Weezer
Listen,
cars.
You can have Big Bentley.
Yes.
Listen, the Pope or Weezer, I know what I'm picking. The Catholic Church isn't going to be happy with me.
Yeah. Hey, that's fine.
Good.
They've never been happy with me.
No,
They've never been happy in general.
That's,
I mean, well,
I mean, they've had.
When they
their
got the Vatican, they were pretty happy.
I don't think we're going to get this religious for episode 1.
moments. Yeah. We're not going to go that deep with it. But yeah, so just intro thoughts. We'll get to it, but I think it's a very mixed bag. I have very much mixed thoughts with it. So it's kind of, I'm right down the middle with
Fair
it.
enough.
all right.
Well, gang, unlike Aaron, I'm not down the middle.
Yeah, you're
I'm a big radicalized Cars 2 hater. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
D1.
D1. Dude, I'm a
D1.
D1 Formula 1 Cars 2 hater. I'm winning the Indy 500 of hate over here. Now, listen. I'm a big Pixar fan. I love the studio. Originally, I wanted to be an animator before I kind of switched gears. Haha, pun. Get it? Anyway.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
points aside, I love Pixar. I love a lot of their movies. I have defended a lot of their goofy decisions over the years. I was one of the people yelling at people to watch Luca when it hit Disney Plus because the movie was good. I'm not going to defend them here.
Yeah.
This is a bad movie. This did not work. This is arguably the easiest point to track on why Pixar has been in a really weird state for the last 14 years because this movie came out in 2011. Thought it came out in 2013. That was Brave.
Yep.
If I remember correctly.
Maybe.
This was 2011. So
It just hurts to hear.
I know. I usually like blaming all studios' problems on 2013 because it was not a great year besides if you're Frozen. But anyway, the point aside is I don't think this movie works. I think it has a ton of massive flaws. I'm not going to spoil them yet because we got a big old quick synopsis and a big old wheel of doom to figure this out.
Some hoo-hoo boy.
But
The Wheel of Funny.
I do not like this movie. We're going to make that. If you guys think this is going to be Cars 2 is actually a hidden gem podcast, I'm sorry. You don't know me very well. That's okay. You'll figure it out soon. Bryce.
We'll have a lot of
All
duality.
right. So, unlike Charlie and Aaron, I am also very decided. I love this movie.
Oh,
I
no.
love it to death. I think it's a fantastic movie. I see there are a lot of flaws, some plot issues, some stuff to work around. But overall, I think it's a great movie. I think it's hilarious. I think it's really well done. I really like the balance, unlike Aaron.
Wow.
Okay.
And hearing that it is 14 years old really hurts my soul because I remember watching this movie the day my brother was born. So that really throws me back to 2012.
11.
No, but 2012.
Oh,
is
yeah,
what I
you watched it in
No.
2012, right?
But that hurts because that means that was 13 years ago. So, it just, I'm trying to also be objective and avoid the nostalgia of, oh, yeah, I became a big brother the day I watched Cars 2. But, I just love the
Lightning
movie.
McQueen
I
gave
love
you
the
a
movie.
brother.
No, dude, I had all the Finn McMissile toys as a kid, bro. I loved this movie.
Daggum.
I also
You have a brother now.
I just realized today that Michael Caine voices
Yeah.
Finn McMissile. I've never realized that, and I feel dumb, but I love it regardless.
Did you have the Finn McMissile RC car?
Yes.
did
I also, my favorite was, this is off topic, but my favorite was the one where it literally had all the spy gear that he uses in the movies, and you can pull it out of the trunk and out of the bottom.
Trunk.
You can, yeah,
that's pretty
remember
cool.
in the trunk that one scene where he opens up and pops
Yeah,
the tires. He had the skis, he had the submarine set up. He
Yeah.
had these cool spy glasses.
But
he shot
she's a
darts
car.
out of the
Why
headlights.
does he have to breathe?
He shot darts out of the headlights. It was cool, man. It was cool. That was my favorite one. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. I had that same one in the RC car.
Yeah,
I
nice.
didn't.
My
I did not
give it away.
care for
No, why?
It's a family or something.
That's mean.
I kept both though. I kept both. Bolt.
Because that's who needed to stay.
right.
Finn McMissile, the stupid but kind of cool car. Sure. Bolt, the dumb dog.
I have clutch
Here,
powers in the
stay
set.
Dumb.
The set.
Gun.
I think we need clutch powers instead.
We gave him a gun.
But Shane,
Yeah.
what did you think about Cars Poo Poo?
All right, I'm gonna go like what Aaron said. I'm in the middle. There were some parts that were cool, the action stuff, but some parts were just. Did they really need to be there? Spy movies are cool. Don't get me wrong, but this one doesn't work. It's not it.
All right.
I mean, the designs, for all like Flint McMissile, all the other.
Finn
stuff.
McMissile. Flint Water Crisis McMissile.
I said.
You said
Oh, that's-
You said Flint.
I said
Gang, you
Flint.
said Flint.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna lie. You said Flint.
Aaron, put the
I said- I
clip
meant-
where
I-
Shane
I
said
said
Flint but
Flint.
50%
Anyways,
lower with
that's fine.
reverb.
Yeah. Just underneath all of us.
Yep.
There you go.
Flint.
One McMissile. Yes. But all in all, just it's mid. I'll put it at that.
Okay.
Mid 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
But speaking of mid,
yeah.
we got a wheel
Yes.
that
we
needs
do.
a victim. Because for those of y'all who've been listening since season 1, again, thank you by the way,
Yes.
we have a little thing. It's called the Nega Wheel, where it decides a lot of things. But we have a different wheel that
Yes.
I don't know if it has a name yet.
I just put quick synopsis judgment.
Yeah, we're doing a different thing with quick synopsis because for those of y'all who listen, you know that was mostly me kind of giving the rundown.
Yes.
But this is a 4-man operation.
Yes,
it
it
can't
is.
be just me.
We're running a 4-man over here.
Amen.
Yes.
Hey, it's just like Cars 2. There's an Eiffel Tower. Banner, 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 banner.
Well, let's doom spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, we
Spin
have a
that
wheel to decide who the heck is going to read Cars 2.
Oh boy.
I wonder who it is. Is it me? God bless it. You know what? That's fine. I want to do it anyway.
I knew it would either be me or Charlie. It's so funny.
That's fine. You will all get your judgment later. So, gang, let me give you a very abridged version of Cars 2.
Okay.
So you're introduced to Operation Stupid, because that's what this movie is. But, jokes aside, we're introduced to this different random American spy. He's telling Finn McMissile different things like, hey, you gotta come here, yada, yada, yada. And eventually we zoom in, we get the title card, Cars 2, oh God, it's different than the first intro. This is not the same kind of movie.
I actually have something funny.
Oh, God.
A little quick story
Yeah.
before we continue on, but it's about this particular
Sure.
scene. So I had this on Blu-ray,
Noted.
and
Same.
I was like a combo pack. It had Cars and Cars 2
That's
in it,
right.
and I couldn't find it. But I know it's in the house somewhere.
Yeah.
So I went on the funny site and, grabbed myself a IHEART copy. And it starts off with the main car, the red one.
Yeah.
And he's speaking in French. And I'm like, I do not remember the movie starting like this. And there's like subtitles. And I'm like, okay, was it really like that? And then it goes, Walt Disney Presente. I'm like, okay, maybe not.
Ah.
So I tried again, and then I got the English.
Oh, it's Lightning McQueen.
Yeah. Don't you worry yourselves.
Francesco's home.
Yeah. Don't worry. I have a copy on DVD, so it's legal.
Sure.
Yeah.
What?
I know my
Anyway.
rights.
I don't.
Did you know you have right?
Cars 2 says you do.
But not me.
The Saul Goodman car. I don't want to know what that's going to look like. Oh, God. But anyway, Finn McMissile.
Yes,
He's
anyways.
infiltrating an oil rig owned by a bunch of evil cars. They're lemon cars, as we learned. For those of y'all who don't know what a lemon is, it's a car or an operational device that just doesn't really want to work right. And they have this evil TV camera that when it's placed on this specific kind of fuel, your car goes boom, you'll die.
Yeah.
Or like they can kind of change the intensity so you don't die, but you get injured or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a laser beam of death. Wonderful. But anyway,
Yes.
so Finn figures out what is going on here. There's a big old camera, and he's memeing around, and eventually we get a somewhat fun action scene where he's taken down all the lemon cars, jumps into the ocean, fakes his death, and is like, oh, Finn McMissile, he's not dead already.
Can we talk about the kill count of this movie?
Oh, yeah,
my God.
Finn went on a
There's a lot.
spree.
Yeah.
God was not in this movie because Lord knows this was the opposite of mercy.
Opening scene, you see a car that got scrapped into a trash heap already. That's off the
Yeah,
bat.
he
You
got
see the
Monsters,
spy.
Inc.
Yeah, he got. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He got like ratcheted from Transformers, right? He got melted down, crushed into a trash compact. Then Finn goes on an absolute merc spree in revenge.
Yes.
Takes out what seems to be at least 70 cars. So right off the bat, we've
Yeah.
dropped 71 bodies in the first 5.5 minutes. I checked 5.5 minutes in,
Yep.
71 bodies. And then keep going.
crazy.
It keeps getting more and more.
James A. Janice, I know you're running out of horror movies for the kill count.
Yeah.
Cars 2.
Yeah.
Cars
Gotta hear
2
me
kill
out.
count would be-
Please do Cars too. That would be great.
Because Lord knows he's listening, right? But anyway,
Of course.
speaking of the Lord, Lightning McQueen, he comes back to...
Of course he does.
Listen, so Mater is memeing around and he's taking this one guy back to Radiator Springs because he's a lemon car, as we previously established. And he's like, he's like, oh, I made it halfway past the county line. Yay! He's like, he tows him back or whatever. And Mater's like, oh my God, it's Lightning McQueen. And it's like, Mater's matering around, and we get a goofy little sequence where they're memeing around and doing all the goofy things. And it's like, oh, I gotta go get dinner with Sally. And it's like, oh, darn, I'm depressed now. It's like, there's other people in the town, man. He just showed up. It's not like we spent the whole day with you. He promised he was gonna hang out with you again tomorrow. Mater,
Yeah.
what are you doing? So they go to the hotel, which was reopened at the end of the last movie. And of course, we get I don't even know who this host is supposed to be a parody of on the TV. Like,
Yeah, I actually couldn't tell the TV host. Like, I was
because
like,
last time it was like Jay Leno, but he was a car. You
Yeah.
get it.
yeah, I don't think all of them are meant to be direct parodies this time.
No, yeah.
It's just some kind of think ESPN.
I think one of the hosts
Shannon,
from, like,
I would
the
pay
first
so much
movie.
money for Shannon Sharp to analyze the Piston Cup.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, that would be so funny. But
Lightning McQueen, why aren't you marrying Sally? We're losing recipes. Oh my gosh. Please, the Shannon Sharp Prius. God, give it to me. What car would Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp and all these people
What
be?
car would be Guy Fieri?
What's the Colin Cowherd
Guy
car?
Fieri.
How does that relate?
We'll get to it later when we're in Tokyo.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. I know what he's talking about now.
I get that,
still.
but whatever.
Thank you.
But still, it's a little early, Shane.
I don't care.
Premature Cars reference. But anyway.
We should really mute Shane from the podcast.
Forever. But anyway, speaking of muting, that's what the host of this little talk show is thinking of doing, because they're having this little spirited debate with Francesco, the Formula One race car in Italy. That was an awful accent. I'm sorry, guys.
That was actually really bad.
Do that
Yeah,
again.
see,
Also, I thought it was from France.
no, he's Italian.
Italy.
They go to Italy. You big American.
Listen, I don't know Europe.
Dude,
Of course
they
you
went
don't.
to
Bryce.
Italy. What do you mean you don't know Europe? They tell you the country. It's not like this big secret that they're holding for the
But
whole
I thought they
movie.
went to France.
No.
I thought they went to
No, they
France.
didn't. They were in the hometown.
It doesn't matter.
No,
I thought he
they
was
didn't.
French.
No, he what? He had the Italian flag on him. He had the Italian colors. He was red, green, and white.
Aaron, I'm so
Mexico's flag.
sorry.
Oh, yellow.
Wait. No, I thought that was Romania.
Oh, Kip.
You know what, Charlie?
Aaron, no. This is how we're starting season 2. Ain't no way he didn't know the Italian accented kids movie car was from Italy. There's no way.
I guess you're right. He would have said.
I
Moss.
guess I'm right. It was more spelled out than a spelling bee.
And here I thought we weren't gonna have any crush outs.
What do you mean? This is 1 out of 7.
Oh, Super Mario also fell.
That's been like that for a while.
Oh, I thought he fell with
That's
the
a
crash.
that's a poster that we have on the wall. That's
Anyways.
really weird. We need to fix that too.
I know.
My bad.
Okay.
It's a later problem.
So, anyways, yeah, I guess you're right. He would have said moi if he was French.
Okay. Yeah. See,
He also would have been in Paris.
he would have went.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have
He
gone
would have
to
had a beret and a baguette in his
Throughout the
mouth
movie.
to make it more obvious.
Rome. They would have also gone to Rome. You're right.
He would have been with cheese. Wait a minute.
I thought that was Sweden, Switzerland. No, Sweden.
There's no way. There's no,
Ireland just
Are
has
you
alcohol.
still fuming about this?
There's no way.
Which is a cheese country other than Wisconsin?
That's France.
Oh,
Wisconsin!
France.
Country!
That's a state.
What?
I got Aaron crashing out too, bro. I am a D1 rage baiter,
Oh
bro.
my god.
I'm the
Oh
only
my
one who
gosh,
hasn't
bro.
crashed out
D1
yet.
rage baiter.
You're just dumb.
Let's study abroad in Wisconsin.
Lord, study abroad.
All these three to have
It's
not
a real
crashed out
different
yet.
country, those
I am-
Packers fans.
I am remaining calm
Yeah.
throughout this whole thing.
Shane, you're being the least
Shane?
entertaining out of all 4 of us. At least, you know what? Gonna touch him? This is the touch hour.
Are you gonna touch me?
It's not touch hour.
Is this the double after hours touch podcast?
Oh, it's
a
after
touch
hours,
above
all
the
right.
rest.
Touch hour.
No. I was just gonna like threaten to make him
sidetracked.
crash
We're
out, but also point out the fact that he was crashing out at the very beginning.
Oh god, but
When
the
I-
point is, we got to get back on track here. Oh god. So they're watching the talk show on the TV, and you know the guy who's inventing this new organic fuel. All in all, it's like by and large, but not. I don't know. They have similar syllables.
Octane.
But
Octane.
Octane, Dynaco. Where is Dynaco? But anyway, but the point,
Nowhere.
the point,
Gone.
yeah, like the dinosaurs, which they mentioned dinosaurs in this movie, which
Uh-oh.
begs the question.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, I have to stop.
Uh-oh.
I have to stop. I have to stop. I have to stop. But the point is, gang, is that Francesco, he's on the TV with this other car, the guy who made All in All, and the other host car who isn't important, but he's also there too. And Mater calls into the show and is like talking about Lightning McQueen, like how great he is, and like not, you know, acting like Mater. That's the whole point of this movie. Mater acts like Mater, and no one likes him, and he's the joke. Whatever.
I do appreciate actually in the scene where they had the one caller that's like, "Hello, can you hear me? Can
was
you hear me?" And then
Yeah,
just hangs up.
you have the worst stories to prove
good.
that.
I
but-
do.
I mean, we all do.
Yeah.
We were all at WPON from 2022 to 2024.
My cousin once called into the Dave Ramsey show.
How'd that go?
She got hung up on.
Nice.
My hero.
Go.
It's the Ramsey way.
Listen, that conversation, a bad investment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone knows. But anyway,
So is
That
WBO.
conversation was wrong.
God, but Cars 2, man. We got to talk about that Cars 2. That real funny movie in front of us that we've
Yeah,
been promising for 8 months.
Yeah.
But
For 25 minutes in, we haven't even got.
we're only 25 minutes in?
Crashed out.
We're in the opening action sequence still.
No, we're not. We're at the hotel.
I mean, like not action,
Whatever.
like the physical
but
action.
the point is that Lightning McQueen calls in, and he was originally not going to go to the Grand Prix, which was basically this whole big thing that across the world, all the different race cars from all the different circuits and competitions, they're all going to be in this big race. And Lightning McQueen was invited, but he said no because he wanted to take a break after winning his 4th Piston Cup. And he had this really great scene where he was referencing Doc Hudson, like the fact that his voice actor passed away.
Yeah, that was actually a great scene, and I
did enjoy that. Bless up.
That's like the one saving grace of this stupid little movie. That was great. But anyway, he calls in to the show, and he's like, "Listen, I was gonna take a break, but my crew's here. I'm going. Sign me up, Chief." And it's like, well, I guess he's racing in Tokyo. So
Mater basically voluntold Lightning.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Mater, none of this nonsense would have happened. So King? No. Kill him. No. But anyway. So they go to Tokyo, and they have this really fun sequence with the Weezer You Might Think song cover blasting in the background, which, hey, that's all in all my playlists. So
I love that song.
If I will give this movie this, banger score, banger soundtrack. They did not mess around.
The Cars soundtracks are always peak.
They're always very good.
They're great.
Well, except for Long Ago. That's their one. We're not doing that. We're not doing Long Ago again. Thank God there wasn't a Long Ago in this movie.
Dang it.
Thank Christ.
It was a spy theme instead.
Yeah, sure. But
we'll get to that.
The point is that they go to Tokyo, and they go to a promotional party. And, like Lightning McQueen is schmoozing around with people and getting insulted by Francesco, and Mater's there too. And Mater ends up eating wasabi.
Wasabi. Same old. What's up with you? I quote that with my dad every day.
Exactly. And he's like, it's a little spicy food, a little bad for the American palate.
Why do cars need food to eat? They can just have oil.
I know,
or
Shane.
Gasoline.
I know. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We'll get that back.
There's one thing that I don't understand about this movie.
Shane, I feel your pain, man. But we're going to get there. We have a whole section on the wheel dedicated to dissecting the stupidity of this movie. We will get there.
We better. Because I'm twiddling my thumbs over here.
For time.
Waiting patiently.
Hang out the call. This is Toe Shane over here. I don't want to hear any of this.
Whoa, okay.
I'm Toe Shane.
I thought you meant toes in T-O-E, toe.
Ooh, no.
I was not sure what you meant by toe shame.
Right.
Until I did the goofy Mater impression.
Then
is there something you need to tell us, Brice?
I was like, oh.
No.
I don't want to think about the first one.
Yeah, that was the good movie. We can't think about that one. I mean, I don't even like that movie that much. That's the better one compared to this. But gang. They're at the party. He eats the wasabi. He gets all flustered. He starts drinking the water and the big old waterfall thing they have in the center of the stage, in the center of the arena. And Mater makes a big embarrassment, and then he ends up, quote unquote, leaking oil. Oh no. And from the guy who invented All in All, the new organic fuel they're going to use for this whole Grand Prix. What a guy. So Mater embarrasses himself. Lightning gets mad and tells him to cool off or whatever. And Mater ends up going to the bathroom to get this whole situation fixed. Meanwhile, a big old American spy is also in the bathroom trying to intercept Finn McMissile and Holly Shiftwell. And they have
voiced by Bruce Campbell, by the way. Great actor.
Michael Caine is the... Oh, wait, you're talking about the car. You're talking about the American car. I'm sorry. My brain was like...
Finn McMissile and Bruce Campbell.
Pizza Papa always comes back. I was like, no, it's a different guy. Sorry, I misinterpreted Shane. That's on me.
Yeah, but it's okay, Charlie. It's okay, Charlie. I forgive you.
Thank you. Okay. Dear God, thank you for letting Shane forgive me.
Although, Brice. No, I'm kidding.
Man, I was trying to do a whole thing. I was trying to pray to God. I was trying. No, we're not doing any more monologues. No more. You know. It's not funny anymore. It's been dead. It's not funny. Not funny.
Funny, all right.
Oh,
so many mic issues today.
Hilarious.
We're on a crash out spree this episode, bro. Welcome
but speaking of crashing out, this American spy dies. So later, but not at this point. But he does actually get ran. He gets hit with a bathroom stall.
No, that was the bad car. The other car is beat up.
No, he gets beat up though. The American spy gets beat up.
He's not the one who got hit with the stall door.
Yeah, that was the gremlin or the
whatever,
pacer
man.
or whatever.
The stall.
That's the car. He's a gremlin.
That is true.
He's an AMC gremlin.
Oh.
What a guy.
Yeah.
An AMC gremlin. Another name for people who go to the theater. But
people still go to AMC.
Man, who does that?
My dad is a D1 AMC glazer.
Why?
We have 3 movie theaters that are better and closer. And he's like, AMC. I save $1 per ticket. And I'm
It's
like,
like-
I have Imagine Rewards.
It's like, I don't, but I'm not going to AMC. It's like,
AMC so much.
I don't even hate it. It's just like, I don't
Those
want
uncomfortable chairs. They don't recline. I
yeah,
hate them.
Yeah.
it's just not the peak experience. But anyway, but the point is,
I saw
is that
Cars 2 at an AMC.
I think I did too, actually.
I haven't.
But
I think the last
guys,
movie I saw at an AMC was Interstellar.
guys, we're getting really distracted.
Yes, we are.
Who is we? We were talking about Interstellar. We were talking about Cars 2.
But guys, listen. So Mater's in the bathroom getting assaulted by the Japanese toilet, as we do, and he's like, trying to figure all this out when the big old lemon cars are, like messing with the American spy. And what happens is that the American spy transfers his tracking chip or whatever to Mater to save his cover, and Mater waltzes his way, like Holly Schiffwell finds the tracking beacon or whatever, shows up to Mater and like asks him like, a spy thing, like, why does this motor do this? And it's like, oh, well, it's air fueled or whatever. Like, because Mater's a car nut, he knows a lot about cars, which that was a trait they established in the last few movies, or last movie, not whatever. But you get the point. That's a previous part of the character. Makes sense. Whatever. So the whole bit is like Holly thinks he's the spy, and so does Finn McMissile. I almost said Flint. Finn
You
McMissile.
were pulling me there.
I almost did. That would have been bad news bears. But,
It's funny.
and everyone is figuring this out. But, gang. The American car gets kidnapped by Professor Zundap, this comically evil looking German car. We find out that Redline is like basically like the American agent is, holding on to his information. He doesn't have it to obviously give to the spies because he gave it to Mater. So he dies. Dies for the cause, man. Dies for Mater.
And that's also where they explain what the camera weapon does.
Yeah, which basically, as I kind of goofed around earlier.
It's an EMP that blows up the
Yeah.
new all-in-all fuel.
Gasoline,
Right.
Yeah.
the fuel
whole
itself.
gasoline
The fuel
car.
itself is safe, but like the camera makes it unso. That's the point.
Yeah, 'cause
but
it's like magnetic.
yeah,
whatever.
dumb nonsense.
Synthetic, yeah.
Yeah.
Movie.
But during the Tokyo race, we actually get some fun sequences where, like, Lightning is driving around. He's driving on a dirt track. He beats Francesco and like for a bit. But the most important thing that happens is that Mater is like helping out like the McQueen race and like give him, like tips and pointers, like do this is coming up. But Mater gets distracted because Holly Schiffwell hacks into his headset. It's like, hey, get out of there. You're going to get nuked, man.
And Mater thinks it's a date, not a spy.
And that it's a voice in his head, not the headset. It's like, okay.
Mater having schizophrenia confirmed.
What a guy. But silence of the Mater. But what is a straitjacket in the Cars universe, gang? I guess it's just the tire.
I was about to say
It's
it's a
like
hard
the
cap.
Yeah,
on
it's the
all
boot.
four
Yeah, what am I
wheels.
talking- I don't know. But anyway, the point aside, Dr. Hannibal Alexis. But
I like that.
But the point is that Mater is like trying to dodge all of these spy shenanigans of people trying to get him, and he ends up giving McQueen bad advice. And basically, what happens is that Francesco's right behind McQueen. McQueen's right in front of him. McQueen goes on the outside of the track. Francesco, obviously, because he's a Formula One car, zooms right past him, and he's not able to make up the lead. And Francesco gets first, and Lightning gets second.
What a car.
Bad news bears. And McQueen is obviously pretty peeved because, he lost the race because of Mater, supposedly. And he tells Mater, like, hey, I don't want your help, yada, yada, yada. He has a big old blow-up fight. And it's like, sure, all right. And Mater's like, well, I guess I gotta go back to Radiator Springs. And then gets kidnapped by Michael Caine, who takes him on his personal jet after avoiding other lemon cars and shooting things out. And they end up flying to Italy because he's like, well, because, Mater knows a lot about cars. So he finds this they show him the picture of like the lemon car who's in charge of everything. Is like, I know this thing and I know this thing. That narrows it down to these many models. That's helpful. Thank you, Mater. Thank you, tow truck. And it's like,
Yeah.
I guess they're going to Italy. And McQueen's all sad about it. And he sent a note to the gang. And of course, there's like 17 other notes because PS, or whatever.
Right.
Stupid.
Funny pee jokes.
Jokes for all the kids.
For all the kids who go, her.
Urine is funny.
Yeah.
I love piss. That sound clip is going to get taken out of context a lot.
Yes, yes, it is.
Charlie.
That's why we're leaving it in.
That might make it on the board sound bank.
right next to Flynn.
I like the idea you take this soundbite to like a professional thing. It's like, all right, so Aaron Gresser is our new DJ. He's doing a great job. Let's see what this thing's on here. I love piss. You've been promoted to the Pope.
Let's go.
Anyway, but
The Pope of pissing.
amen. It's
Italy, not France.
They go to Italy, yes, as we crashed out earlier. And hey, Luigi and Guido, remember those funny little guys? They have familia here, and that's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
We should also mention at the race before, the one guy was interviewed because 3 of the cars crashed out because
I
of
completely
the camera.
forgot about that.
Yeah, very crucial plot point.
Thanks,
Oh
Shane.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. What? I'm just saying.
No, I said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. But then he's like, no,
Bro
don't worry.
takes a
All in all,
compliment
it's still good. We're still going to use it.
Yeah, like that was the whole big plot thing. Like people are crashing out quite literally because things are blowing up, and it's like, all of us, it's
literally.
fine. We'll get that fuel back. We'll get that back. But anyway, the point is they go to Italy. Luigi and Guido, we meet up with their funny little familia, which is actually kind of rad. This whole sequence actually isn't that bad.
Mafia family.
And Lightning is talking to Luigi and Guido's uncle, Topolino, and he's like, listen, you have to make amends with Mater. You can't lose a friend. No fight is worth more than friendship. You teaching Lightning
I feel
McQueen
like the uncle would be
moral.
good in the mafia.
You're just saying that because he's Italian. You're stereotyping him. You racist pig.
Me? You'd be thankful I said that, not Brice. He has a worse
Whoa!
record.
Whoa!
What does that mean? Hold on.
Whoa!
What does that mean? And even then, what difference would it make?
I mean, he is a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I'm sitting here in my CD Lamb jersey of shame right now. It's like the Ed, Ed and Eddie. You get the hat of shame. You're just forced to wear a Cowboys jersey.
Ed
for the-
boy.
I think we should
Yeah.
get Brice the dunce hat.
I'm already in a Cowboys jersey. Is that not enough?
I mean, you chose to wear that. That's different.
Still.
But anyway.
Bro, last time we were here, I wore a Steelers jersey. Didn't turn out well. I'm here in the aftermath of this season in a Cowboys jersey.
your coaching
Didn't go out
decision
well.
may not turn out well.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Exactly.
Wow.
Anyway, the point is that Lightning wants to make amends with Mater, and Mater ends up, he's memeing around with the spy gear, and he has an infiltration session where he pretends to be this other big old tow truck named Ivan, who's blue. And he infiltrates the meeting with the lemon cars or whatever, and we learn all of these master plans about how they want to take over the world because lemon cars are disrespected. No one likes them, man. And apparently, they stopped manufacturing lemon parts.
Yo.
Which be like if you stop making insulin for people with diabetes. Like,
Yes.
that's just like, that's genocide, man.
And that
This is just unironic genocide.
I'm also forgetting because I didn't get to finish that middle part of the movie. Did they get to find out? Because I remember Mater got like the photo of the intel.
He didn't
of who
figure
the
it
bad
out at
guy-
this point in the
They
movie.
didn't find. Okay, that's what
Nope.
I thought.
They have this whole big meeting, and a bunch more cars get blown up, and there's a whole big pile up in the Italian race, and everything's wrong. Lightning wins in this race over Francesco, which is funny because this is childhood track, and that's pretty funny, and they make a whole big point. But it looks like the race might not happen, and it looks like, according to their big plan, all in all is no longer going to be used because the whole big plan was to not use alternative fuel because guess what? The lemon cars own a big old oil rig, and they're going to make a bunch of money and be stupid rich. That's their whole plan.
Yeah.
And after all of this, Mater ends up blowing his cover because, he's not a spy. That's the whole point. And he gets captured with Finn and Holly inside of Big Ben, or I'm sorry, Big Bentley.
Big Bertha.
Gorgeous.
Wonderful.
Big Bentley is peak comedy.
And through a bunch of different shenanigans, Mater ends up breaking free. And so does Finn and the other spy, Holly. I don't know why I forgot her name there. Whatever. It's
A little
not important.
suspiciously easy as well.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares, man? But
Well, there's a
the
reason
movie's
for
almost
that.
over.
There's a reason for that.
I
too.
know, but
movie.
who cares, man? But the point is that they break out, and through a whole bunch of shenanigans, Mater ends up being able to get to McQueen, and like obviously it's like, McQueen, I'm sorry, Mater has a bomb on him. Because that was whole part of the plan. The bomb is somewhere else. Oh no, the bomb is actually him because they knew that he was going to try and get to the McQueen the whole time, which also says, like, I guess you don't have faith in your own stuff. It's okay.
Right.
But whatever. Because they tried to blow up McQueen earlier with the camera, but it
didn't
doesn't work because reasons we'll find out later. So after a bunch of shenanigans, Mater and McQueen end up meeting again. But Mater obviously doesn't want to be near McQueen because he doesn't want to blow him up, man. And through a whole bunch of shenanigans, eventually, people get apprehended. Professor Zundap gets apprehended, but they show up, like all the lemon cars show up and corner everyone. But oh no, the Radiator Springs gang, who also flew in from Radiator Springs, fought off the lemon cars. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool,
Okay.
I guess. And all that happens, and then it's like, wait a minute, I am the bomb. Oh my god. And eventually they get to Buckingham Palace.
It should have been Buckingham Palace. It would have been so funny.
That would have been funny. If we're
That
gonna
would
if we're
be
gonna do
great.
dumb car parts, go all the
love
way.
that Sarge
But
just brought in
Go crazy.
the entire army just to help out.
that's true. They did
Oh,
bring in a
yeah.
whole militia.
Because Sarge or something was.
Yeah,
friends.
Sarge has friends.
Sarge's dads had connections.
I thought it was just Sarge.
Yeah, I thought it was just Sarge.
Yeah, it wasn't his dad. I thought it was just had friends. Like he has
No,
friends.
it was Sarge's dad, I think. Wait, hang on. I could have sworn it was.
It says Sarge's colleagues in the British Army.
That's okay.
Probably.
Shit.
Anyways, moving forward.
But anyway, the point is that they're at Buckingham Palace, and the Queen of what's a car that starts with E? The Queen of Equinox is like there,
Queen of-
kind of guarded by a bunch of other people. It's like, wait, this guy might blow up, but I want to see where this goes. Based. But the
Yeah.
point is that the Axelrod, the guy who invented All in All, the whole point is that eventually it's revealed that he's the lemon car, that he didn't actually convert to being an electric car. He's been a gas guzzling freak this whole time.
It was a ruse.
And he gets arrested because he was the leader of the whole lemon operation. Everything's all hunky-dory. And what happens is that Mater becomes a knight. We just kind of move past that. And they go back to Radiator Springs.
Mater.
They have a big race with all the other cars that were in the Grand Prix. It's revealed that the fuel was actually switched out by Sarge.
Yeah.
Funny. Not Fillmore, the hippie. Sarge.
And
Beautiful.
Fillmore calls him a tree hugger.
That's pretty funny. I'll give that was a good bit. I'll let that slide. And they have a whole big race, and Mater gets to keep the jetpack nonsense turbo boost that he had to fly around.
I forgot all about that.
And that's the movie.
Does that ever come
Yes.
back in Cars 3?
Nope.
No,
Not a
because
single
Cars
thing
3
from Cars 2 comes into Cars 3.
The
Cars
correct
3
decision.
retcons everything.
It's not a retcon. They just never acknowledged it.
That's fair.
So maybe it
Touche.
still happened. Who knows?
I haven't seen
Cars
3
4
in,
is going to
like,
be spy
years.
Renaissance espionage.
Hi,
2.
Redditor. I thought
James
you were gonna say
Bond car.
Redditor.
John Wick car.
Please, Cars 4.
John
be-
Wick, a car story.
Cars 4 is a slasher. A
I
tire
didn't-
slasher.
Ooh.
I'm pretty good.
I would not be opposed. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's Cars 2.
Wow.
And we got 6 big topics to get into on the wheel,
Oh,
Aaron.
What a
They-
film. I've been waiting all this whole time
yeah.
to say, what a film.
What a funny little film.
I still stand on it. It's great.
I don't think it is.
Well, get ready for the crash out of all time.
Yeah, you thought that first crash out over Italy was bad. Hoo-hoo, boy!
Future editor, I am
Sonic
sorry for
Boom
all the
bus
yelling
crash
you're
out.
going to hear.
Is that going to be out by the time this episode's out? The
What?
Sonic Boom?
Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, future proof. Never mind.
Yeah, guys, we played Sonic Boom. If it comes
We
out,
played Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric for 3 freaking hours.
I have to edit that down. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is we got a wheel.
Yes, we do have a wheel called the Nega Wheel, and it is back for season 2.
Vent wheel.
With a little different twist because, guys, we got very specific topics to talk about this time. Not just the characters or the music. Little bits of the plot and little bits that we
Yeah.
really want to focus on. Less topics, but we're going to say it's going to be
Your
a lot more
experiences.
quality here.
Yeah, we're going to shake it up a little bit. Okay, well, our first thing up on the wheel is the epic music.
Okay.
I vibe with it.
The Cars soundtrack never fails, except for the one song. But regardless, the song's name I'm blanking on.
Long ago.
Yeah, long ago. I almost said Landslide, and I was like, that's
The
not it.
movie was good very long ago.
But obviously, Weezer, oh my gosh, bro.
Yes.
In my head all day long, I have wanted to hear that song.
Weezer put on now.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. And dog, just everything from this movie. Y'all are hating on the spy theme. I love Finn McMissel's theme.
I never said it was a bad theme. I just think it has the same problem as the Force theme from Star Wars and Rise of Skywalker, where they just play it way too much.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
But they could have at least elongated it to play different segments, I will say.
One
but-
note, the whole movie.
Yeah.
But
Sustained note. That's great.
Honey, is the movie skipping?
but I do love the music and the soundtrack and it's and the score. It's all
Yeah.
good.
It's, Michael Giacchino, I don't think he's done a bad score. He was also on this as well. For those of y'all who don't know that magnificent man and his music, he did Rogue One, he did The Incredibles 1 and 2, he did The Batman.
He did The Incredibles?
He did all 3 of the Tom Holland
Yeah.
Spider-Man movies. He is one of my favorite composers, if not my favorite composer in Hollywood working today, and he's doing the Fantastic Four, baby. We're in for some peak there.
We're
But
going to finally get another actual theme for a team.
Fantastic Four. It sounds so good. But the point is that, guys, the soundtrack and the score, very good. And Aaron,
Yeah.
Weezer,
Yes,
what
Weezer.
you got to say?
I love that Weezer made an appearance. I think they should have made more appearances. Unfortunately, they kind of got sidelined for Brad Paisley for some reason.
yeah, that was strange.
Twice in the credits.
We
Like,
could have had Rivers
He was no John Mayer singing Route 66.
right, of course. Yeah, I think that like the first one focused a lot more on like the oldies side of things,
Which is fair.
is fine.
Because that's what the soul of that movie was.
Right.
Made sense.
and it fits it very well. But I don't know. I think there's a lot of like, I don't want to say like tropey songs that you could have thrown in there, like Spy, things you expect for spy movies, like Peter Gunn. Like,
Right.
you could have thrown in like the Peter Gunn theme or like a variation of it, or a rendition by Weezer. I don't know. Just do something. Throw it in there. But all in all,
Something's better than
I'd say
nothing.
it's a fair score.
It's
Score is
good.
great. Soundtrack I think was a little lacking, but score wise it was great.
It definitely served its purpose. I did enjoy all of the different redos of the main Finn McMissile theme when they did it in all the different country variations. That one at least was
sure.
cool. Like,
Yeah,
they
the-
stuck to their guns on this one. See what I did there? But
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know, man. It's just, this feels like the one part of the movie that didn't actively offend me. The music was pretty good. If I may have heard
I agree-
the theme,
I agree with
I may have
that.
heard the theme a little too much.
Sure.
Any final thoughts before we move on?
Shane? Okay. Okay.
Well,
All right. Cool.
that was probably our most
Calm.
that was
knew
our
it.
most calm section of the week.
I wanted to get this one out of the way first. I'm happy that that's where it landed because now it is just going to get
Crash
amped up.
Out Central.
It's going to
Here
get
we
amped
go.
up, guys. Get ready.
Got 15 hours worth of SD card space, and we're going to use it all, apparently.
Overtime!
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
What is it, Aaron?
So it begins.
What is it?
Cars Universe nonsense.
Okay.
Charlie.
Listen.
Here we
Do we
go.
want to go for beat for beat? Do we want to go for beat here?
Sure.
Can.
Listen, guys,
Oh, boy.
guys.
Oh, boy.
Where does the food go? Where?
What happened with it? Like,
I know everyone wants me to say the funny. Where does it go? The exhaust pipe. Ha ha ha. But it's like, listen, you leak oil? Okay.
Yeah.
Oil's piss now?
Okay, I will say the only. Technically, the exhaust pipe is somewhat canon because.
I know, because he farts.
Yeah, I was
Ha
gonna
ha,
say, the one
funny.
scene
Kids
where he
movie.
farts.
yeah,
But like-
fart humor, best kind of humor ever.
Oh, dude. But like, man, I'm sitting there going, listen, oil's piss.
Yeah.
In this case. But they drink oil. You don't drink piss and piss.
Well, technically,
You don't.
No,
you
hold
don't
on.
order piss at a restaurant.
No, hold on. You drink water, and technically, you excrete water still.
But it's a different thing. It's pee.
there are different
Urine.
things that are added into it.
What is clear? What is yellow?
If it's healthy, it comes out clear. If you drink enough water, it should
There's
be coming
no way,
out
bro's
clear.
defending the piss
No,
oil
no,
argument.
I am.
No way.
You could have picked
There ain't
anything
no
else.
way.
You could have
Bro's
picked any
defending
other thing. You go bad for bandwidth. No, water. That's fine. The food. The food theory is fine, bro.
Drinking it.
But like, my point is that like water comes out as pee or drinks come out as pee because that's how our systems work. You don't drink root beer and piss A&W. That's not how it works. Do you want to be pissing Sprite? Is that no? It's a bad.
That sounds.
It
like
starts as
serious.
one thing and turns
Yes.
into the other. That's how piss works. I've been peeing for a long time, man. Pissing is a big deal in my family. It's a birthright. I come from a long line of pissers. I don't want to hear any of that.
Guys, I'm starting to think Charlie has an issue after this episode, bro. Throw back to when he goes, "I love piss."
Yeah.
Put the audio clip of "I love piss."
That did not. What do you mean, Shane? There's no. This is the audio episode. Where are we going through? Oh, you mean like the actual soundbite? I thought you made us
Yeah,
in a
soundbite.
picture, a photo,
There you go, there you
photoshopped picture of I love
there you go.
pits.
I've already got one in my mind. It's all right.
Man.
I mean, if we make a highlight of it, we could just put it on the socials.
Yeah, I could put on a show. But anyway, the point is...
Shane said we.
Anyway, the point is, guys, is that there's a lot of things in this movie that don't make sense, including the plot, but we'll get there. The point is that there's so many little things about the Cars universe that in the first movie I excused, even though I complained about it a little bit there.
Cars religion.
Because, sure, like stuff like that, but the Cars 1 is built as more of a folky kind of movie. It's not focusing on concepts with its plot that make you question these things. Lightning McQueen, bad guy turns to a better guy, wants to race. That doesn't make you question things as much as this movie, because this whole movie's plot and deal is that the lemon cars, they're rising up. They're buying the oil rig. They want to commit genocide to the other car. They want to rule the world. Who manufactures the parts?
I was about to say that very thing. I was like, who manufactures the parts? Who installs them? Because even in that opening scene where they tell you that the axle rod converted from a
electric to gas to electric,
converted gas to electric.
How?
Yeah, how? And then you got to look like the cranes. Some of them are sentient beings.
Yeah.
In the opening scene, there's the battleships and the cruisers that are sentient
the planes
beings.
too. Don't forget
The planes. Yep, I was about to say because there's a movie Planes.
Two movies.
How does it work? There's planes too.
Yeah. Planes, Fire, and Rescue.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I hated both of those
movies.
They weren't made by Pixar, fun fact. A lot of very common
What?
misconception.
What
Made
is
by
it?
Disney Toon Studios. They were responsible for a lot of the Disney directed DVD sequels and the Tinkerbell movies.
Yes.
Listen, Cinderella 3, banger. But anyway.
Didn't know there was more than two, or more than one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They got a little too goofy in the 90s and 2000s.
Yes, they did.
But anyway, Cars universe nonsense.
Sure.
Because, like you said, there's so many little bits of this movie that when you analyze them, it's like, okay, how does this work? Because I know I said this joke earlier, but I'm going to repeat it again for the people in the back. Guys, the Lemon Cars parts are not being manufactured anymore. Okay, but like, are lemon cars a race of cars? Who makes the cars? That'd be like if you wanted to get rid of people with diabetes and you stop making insulin for them to have.
Sure.
That's just casual genocide.
Right.
Who makes
is.
these decisions?
Yeah. Right.
Who? You? Me?
Oh boy.
I got it. Shane, do you know?
That one I can get behind.
Your
Charlie, I
guess
can
is as good as
understand that. Is a
mine.
valid crash out.
I looked up Cars movie anatomy and found a photo of Toe Mater cut in half, and it just shows like internal organs and stuff. It's
peak.
Peak, but is it canon?
Daggum.
No, if it's not canon.
I mean, it's canon
we gotta talk
that-
to the creators of Cars about it.
Yeah, talk to John Lasseter. He's no longer at Pixar because he's kind of a bad person. But anyway, that's not the point. He's like the Bill O'Reilly of animation. He just
like I
is
asked
not good in
earlier,
the
do
workplace.
Cars like in the Cars podcast? Do Cars have life insurance or car insurance?
But,
Which
like,
one is it?
They have neither.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do they have?
There's no insurance I think exists in this universe. You're just living.
Yeah.
If you crash, you die. Boom.
Yeah, done.
I always thought most of like the manufacturing was done by the Guidos.
Yeah, but like again, how do they?
Who made the Guidos?
Yeah,
Who
it's
made
like,
the
are there
Guidos?
factories?
Right.
Like, how? Are, like, I'm not saying this to like have funny Cars universe. Does it make? I'm saying this because this movie above the third movie has the same problem too, albeit to a lesser extent.
Yeah, much
is that
lesser extent.
this whole plot hinges on parts not being manufactured. Who makes the parts? Who makes the decision? Is there a Jeff Bezos car who's just trying to like
and then-
shove out the competition?
And then there's
is there an Elon Musk car that's saying everything must go to electric and Tesla?
Well, there's that, but also you got to look at the things of like, it's not just the producer. It's like, well, actually, you kind of said like who makes the parts, but also like how are resources like kind of
How do they mine?
right? Yeah, because like you got to look. There's the oil rigs. Okay, how do they build the oil?
How did they build a boat?
Yeah,
Oh, I guess. Well, I mean, boats
I
probably.
feel like in the Cars universe, they just do like self-replication, where they're like just rebuilding like their species, the species.
But like, that's obviously not true because in the third movie, new cars show up. New NASCAR, like what, like
Jackson
Jackson
Storm.
Storm, whatever his
Electric,
name
too.
is.
It's a freaking
Cars
cool
are
name.
electric.
I'm pretty sure there's probably an electric car in the third one, but like the point is that new cars show up, and I know if we want to get granular about it, I know someone in the back is going, but Charlie, the Pixar theory, where when the humans went away on Wall-E, because the Pixar theory, for those of y'all who don't know, it means that all the Pixar movies take place in the same timeline and everything is interconnected. That's the whole point. The point is that, but Charlie, when the humans in Wall-E went up to space, the cars that they left behind took over while they were gone, running on Toy Story memory logic. That's still stupid. That still doesn't explain anything. Cars! Why is there a pope?
Cars.
Who is the god? Cat? Nikolai Tesla?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Who's the god of the Cars universe?
Tesla,
Henry
that's
Ford.
funny.
Henry Ford came down, stole work from
Gerard
someone
Ford.
else,
Oh yeah.
and called it a day. The whole plot of this one hinges on who makes the parts, who does all this, who makes all these decisions, how does all this work? Cars, 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 cars. And the first one didn't, which is why I gave it a pass.
Sure.
Unfortunately, we will never know.
Because it's just one of God's cruel jokes, man.
Yeah.
No one gets to know how the Cars universe works.
Exactly.
The doors have been opened.
That,
Yes.
And
Cars religion.
in that new Cars Disney Plus show, Mater's door was open. Nothing was in it.
Yeah.
Just darkness.
And even in this one, the shopkeeper with the headlights for eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
How's that work?
Is that the deformed car?
Yeah.
Cars.
Low grade
Do we have any other big theories we want to get off our chest before we spin that
No,
wheel?
I kind of forgot about the Pixar theory. But that's the only one we can solve.
A film theory.
Yeah.
It's probably
Thanks for
copyrighted at
listening.
this point, bro.
No, it's not.
It's Matt Pat.
He's cool.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But guys,
Cars.
we got a wheel. Let's spin like a wheel and spin that wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Up next is character flanderization.
What does flanderization even mean?
It basically means when you take a character's core trait, but then you dial it up to 11, the character kind of loses themselves in the process of it. Like they're only defined by like one or two things. A good Ned Flanders is obviously where this comes from, where Flanders like started as like, very Christian high diddly ho, but he was more than that. But then the show went on, and all he was high diddly ho, neighborino. You ever heard of Jesus? Like,
Yeah.
that was the whole bit. And my other favorite example is Joey from Friends, where in the first 2 seasons, Joey, obviously like he has his dumb moments, but seems like a guy you would meet, relatively extent. But then you get to the last couple seasons of Friends, and he's just the dumbest man you've ever met. And it's like, how do you breathe?
Yeah.
And it's like, I say this all because Toe Mater.
I was about to say Tommy.
I'll keep it a buck. He's not my favorite character. I was never a Mater stan as a kid. I'm still not now. But at least the first movie, there was bits where it seemed like he was smart. Like, sure, like he was, a hunky tow truck, but like
yeah.
he wasn't an idiot. Maybe he didn't know a couple things, but he was also kind of clever and kind of funny. By the way, you owe me Howard so much money in legal fees. It's like, there's bits, there's humor. Like, and we took the one thing that people knew about Toe Mater, and that he yelled, "Daggum, Larry the Cable Guy," Southerner character, because, fun fact about why this movie exists, when John Lasseter, the director of Cars, who again, not a good person, was doing his press tour for Cars, he looked around the whole world and his only thought was, what would Mater do in this situation? And that's how Cars 2 was born.
That's definitely not true.
Look it up.
Yeah.
No, I mean like
Show me the Carfax.
I mean like what would Mater do? That
Spies.
Yeah, I was about to say that's him trying to cover up for what was kind of
To sell
Mater's
toys, man, because
crime.
Cars sells a lot of toys.
Yeah, they do. Bro.
That's why
I
they
had
made
all the
this-
Cars toys as a kid. I had the freaking color changing
Lightning
Ramon.
yeah.
I remember having Chick Hicks as like the little mini toy car.
I never
Yeah.
had Chick Hicks.
I had Chick Hicks. I had the truck
Wait.
he also had too.
Wait, I might have had Chick Hicks actually.
I had a Mac.
Oh,
and
dude,
Lightning
I never got
McQueen and
Mac.
all
That
I
one
had all the funnies, but the point is
I never
that
had. I know Lego also did stuff for Cars too, and or just in Cars in general.
that's right. Yeah, did, yeah.
right.
Yeah, because they had like 3 buildable sets for Lightning, Francesco, and Mater, and then a bunch of other small sets. Like they did the whole the opening scene with the boat, I think it was the what was it? The Tokyo International Circuit and the plane and what was it? The big Bentley.
Don't you want to build Car Pope?
Yes.
I counted 8
Yeah.
likes in that ramble.
Well,
But anyway,
I mean, I had the Lightning McQueen, like the giant buildable one, or not giant, but like the big buildable one. But
Oh my gosh.
I have
What?
a life-size Lightning McQueen. I have the car in my driveway right now.
There's an Owen Wilson.
with a mini Guido.
Yeah, I thought Owen Wilson had like a genuine, like, whatever car Lightning's based off. He has like one like custom painted like.
I'm
Lightning
sure
McQueen.
that exists. Bro's got big money because of this movie, and you know he was Mobius and Loki. Remember that? That was a good show. But anyway, the point is that there's a lot of Flanderization in this movie, and it really comes home with, like, every character has it to an extent, but it really comes home with Mater because so much of this movie is built on Mater's a dumb truck. But like in the last one, he wasn't that dumb.
Yeah.
But then they make him like so like annoying to a point where it's like, just get off my screen.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You're
We
just
do not
Larry
care.
the Cable Guy. That's all you are. You're just Larry the Cable Guy.
That's, and like again, like I'll keep it a buck. I'm not in love with Larry the Cable Guy. He's not like my comedian. That's John Mulaney, if you're wondering, by the way, in case that isn't obvious. But you know, like he's not unfunny. He's successful for a reason. He's
Right.
funny in the Prilosec ads. I don't know. But Mater, there's so much of this movie where it's like, I did a dumb thing. And it's like, you're not that dumb. Like, you have a headset. Someone probably hacked into it. There's not an imaginary. Stop. You don't have to write your movie around like this whole best friend disagreement by making one of these characters just stupidly dumb.
Or even like the 8 separate times that McQueen said, just hang up, just disconnect.
And he just doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just tired of movies that rely on like character dumb. It's not fun to watch.
Real quick, switching back to the Cars universe thing, something I just processed in my head.
Mm-hmm.
How does Lightning communicate with them?
That's also a good question.
They all need headsets.
Well, or maybe it's like
Unless McQueen... No, because McQueen's not just talking to himself because he told them, hang up, disconnect. Mater, what are you saying?
No,
They
yeah.
can-
He's got the nano chip in his brain,
I was
man.
gonna say, do they have like in-ears?
Do cars have ears?
How
Wow.
are they here?
I've been hiding my 8-foot-long elephant ears this whole time.
well, cars like hoarding the
Is it
elephant
like
with them
rearview
big old
mirrors?
ears.
Side mirrors?
The side mirrors are the ears.
Are those the ears?
That'd be pretty brutal if someone.
Hold
broke
on, no,
them.
look it up. Hold on, I'm looking up a photo to see where they like place the headsets.
Oh God.
They
No, 'cause
put it
place
on
them
the window.
Yeah.
They put it on the window.
Wait, but still, it's like, is there a? I didn't even think
Maybe
about
it's like the in-car microphone.
But not every NASCAR has that. Not every regular car has that.
Get it installed by
We
the
didn't s-
manufacturer.
we didn't really start-
Who's the manufacturer?
Oh God!
I like that
We're going
Daryl
back into
Waltrip was in this
now.
movie. That was cool. But anyway,
Peace, tranquility.
no! How does it work? Oh my God! Why? Who makes the rules, man? Because like a lot of these microphone card nonsense things, like obviously like there were cell phones in cars in the 80s and the 90s at some point,
Sure.
but like cars didn't have like the microphone you speak into on the phone until like the 2010s at least.
Yeah.
And this came out in 2011. But I don't think it takes like
Maybe it's like a device. So they just like,
Yeah, I just pulled up a photo.
yeah.
It's
It's on the window.
It's
isn't it?
on the window, but it's also kind of behind. It's not like fully on the window.
So it's on the gap.
Yeah, a little bit. Look at that.
It is. Yeah.
It's on the gas cap.
So I guess their side windows are their ears. But actually, that kind of makes sense. If their front windshield is their eyes, their windows are their ears.
Yeah.
We're going down the rabbit hole at this point.
Flanderization.
Yeah.
God, every character is so stupid. It's like, and then Lightning McQueen is like, it feels like we're back to stupid Cars 1 territory where he's just mean all the time going, I never need your help. Like, really? That's your best friend, Owen. You wouldn't say you would never need his help.
Yeah.
But you would say, I don't need your help. Just go away. And then like he misinterprets it as go away forever. Like that would be fine.
Yeah.
But like, really? It feels like every character drinks stupid juice before they went into this movie.
Yeah.
Like, And don't even get me started on the spies, which we're going to get to. But I really wanted to just hone in on this section of just, God, there was so much stupid flanderization because so much of this movie relied on character dumb. Hee hee ha ha.
Yeah.
Unfortunate event. Because they're dumb.
Yeah.
What a film.
This really is a Peter Griffin written movie.
Hey, Lois, Simon Cars.
What if the spy subplot was just one long Family Guy cutaway?
Seems like it.
Oh, that reminds me of the time that a car was doing in a spy movie.
Can I just get a Finn McMissile spinoff?
No, because they don't acknowledge Cars 2 really exists anymore.
I know, but it would be better if they didn't have to focus on the racing and then this and that and the Lightning McQueen and the Mater. Just straight Finn McMissile.
That would have been just a great sideshow. Just,
This whole movie
that.
just feels like it's a Mater's Tall Tales.
It's true.
I mean,
Oh my gosh,
the
you're
audience-
right.
They
they
did that
thought
one where he
that,
does Tokyo Drift Mater or whatever
There's
it was.
that.
Oh,
There's the
yeah.
Rockstar one, which was always my favorite.
There was the one where he jumped over all the cars.
That's my favorite. I love that one.
That one's funny. There's the one. There was,
WWE.
there was the ghost. There's the ghost light.
39% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's 39% for a reason. It's lower than any Tall Tale. I'll tell you that because it was a really, really tall tale. One could argue the tallest tale.
There too.
And I love how the tall tale theory is confirmed at the very end when he's sitting there telling the story. Which happens in Tall Tales.
Come on, I'm crying.
I just hate.
What a film.
But
What a stupid Tall Tale film.
Spin that wheel there.
All right, let's keep going here.
We got 3 left.
Oh, God. All right, next up on the wheel is Secret Agent Bullcrap.
Oh my god! And this is the pissy part about this movie, right? It's like, no, it's like you have these secret agents, right? Which, don't get me wrong, this is the dumbest leap in logic I've ever seen a sequel take. We have Grounded Car movie where they race Secret Agent Man. Like,
Right.
Really? But again, they
That would have
run
been another great song for the
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Secret Agent Man. But like again, they run on stupid juice because Finn, you're supposed to be like the James Carr of this movie, and like
James Buick.
my name is Buick.
James Bonneville.
James Buick.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
That's good.
What's the car that James Bond drives? What's the
A
exact
lot.
model of it?
There's some
quite a few.
Rolls Royces, if I'm correct.
No, but there's like, because I know like Finn McMissile was based on a ton of different spy car in movies. Like
I know.
that was
I
the
know.
whole bit.
It was Aston
Martin.
I think.
That's it.
That's the point. But anyway, call me Martin, Aston Martin. But anyway, that's the point. That was my joke. But the point is that, God, these spies, they're so dumb. It's like, I know like the whole crux of the movie is like they don't know that Mater is like not actually a spy. But it's like, really?
He's a tow truck.
Like this,
Right.
like from what it looks like in this universe, all the spies look similar enough.
Right, they're either supercars or
Muscle cars.
Muscle cars.
They're
So-
nicer
that-
cars. They're cars that I couldn't afford. That's
But they
the
did
moral.
explain in that one scene that Finn thought it was a disguise.
But like again,
Because
it's-
remember, the guy, the American muscle car did transform from the lemon.
True, but like
So they thought that he was just keeping his disguise up for his cover.
we've never seen a tow truck as a
Probably.
car though. Like that's different. It's a totally like specific make and model of how they're supposed to be sleek little cars, and
Right.
then Mater is there.
I mean, Ivan's there from
Yeah,
the bad guy team.
it's just it's so silly because it's like these spies should be able to sniff out that this guy isn't a spy very easily
Yeah.
because they're supposed to be like very capable characters, and yet they're fooled by this somehow.
They're just
Don't
not
they-
smart.
Don't they literally get scanning devices that can like
Yeah.
ID faces?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They forgot about that part though. I guess Holly just forgot to pull that up on her iPad or whatever she had.
Yeah.
You see, this is what I don't like. This movie runs on stupid juice. Oh,
What were they taking before the movie?
all of it.
Before they made
every single drug. The animators, like, I know we're not talking about the animation this time, but guys, it's pretty good. Still holds up after 14 years. But it's so frustrating because, like, what the heck, man? These spies, which do cool action scenes and do funny little maneuvers, all they can't seem to do is work their brains around. Man, Tomater.
Disney.
Maybe his love of taco truck disguises, man. Maybe it's I don't know, man. It's like,
which
It's like, I just don't understand. But also, it's like, don't they have a network of people they know somewhat? I
Right.
mean, I know like the whole rule is like, oh, a spy gets what he gets before he dies, yada, yada, yada. But it's
Sure.
like, it feels like they're all interconnected somewhat. Like, obviously, like Finn and Holly are British intelligence or whatever. But like, there's American things. Like, it feels like they should know. It's like, or they have a general idea of who's a spy. It's just like, why?
right.
Why Mater?
Yeah.
Why did it have to be Mater to be the spy?
Of all
It's
people.
entertaining for the kids.
No, it's not.
Kids are all like, "Oh, tell Mater he's funny."
And like we get this stupid scene where Mater's like having a flashback to all the times people made fun of him, but the problem is Mater wasn't
They
focusing
should
in
have
those
played
scenes.
long ago at that point.
No, but like the whole stupid part of that scene is like Mater has this whole dumb dream sequence of people making fun of him, but he doesn't know that people are making fun of him because he wasn't around to look at the people who were making fun of him.
Right.
It'd be like if I had a dream sequence where I was at the mall and I was focusing on some random guy's conversation instead of my conversation that I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Cars! Like, why? 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 God. But the British intelligence, stupid cars. Man, at least they fight good.
Yeah.
But also, it's like,
Yeah.
Holly can fly? They fly now? And it's like, oh,
Fly now.
it's like, why?
Right. I just think it comes down to the secret agent stuff. I think would have been, fine on its own as like a spin-off show.
Sure.
But there's too much garbage when it comes to the Cars universe and like
Right.
at least for like
Too
the
much
Cars
pop.
franchise, right?
At least for the movies.
Right, for the movies. There's too much for you to try to merge those two together. And that's why I'm saying I said at the beginning where I'm like kind of a little middle, like down the road. Because, yes, the car stuff is fine on its own, and it's got its good moments. The spy stuff, yes, also has its own good moments. I know we've been dogging on it for the past, 10 minutes now? That's fine. That's fine. It's got its issues, but they're two really good concepts that don't really mix very well.
Right.
So if
Oh,
this was its
definitely.
own side thing, if this was like a direct-to-DVD Mater's extended tall tale or
Mater's
something,
never-ending story.
right, then that would be fine. Or if Finn McMissile and, Holly Pisswell got their own special
Finn
on
McFunny.
Disney XD, that's fine.
Disney XD.
Forgot about that.
Let's do that. But they didn't.
They did not.
No, they did not.
I think we gotta spin that wheel.
Yes, we do.
Oh my lord.
All right. Well, the fuming doesn't stop, I guess, because lemon car plan and how that made no sense.
Okay, so I know we kind of previously mentioned this, but again,
Yeah.
you break it down with the lemon cars.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're a minority.
Break it
of-
down.
Kill me.
Help you,
But like,
Mark.
you break down the fact that this is a minority of cars that people make fun of,
Yeah.
and their parts stop being manufactured. Which again, whatever. We don't know who manufactures them. Kurt Cobain, maybe. Who knows, man? But like,
Car Cobain.
Kurt Cobain. Shut up. Shut up. No way he's Kurt Cobain.
Cobain.
I hate everything.
Go Kart Cobain.
Oh, go Kurt Cobain.
What a film that would be.
Be better than this, but
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
oh, Shane.
I was avoiding those jokes.
I was gonna say like guns exist in this universe. It's like
Come on, Shane. You didn't need to blow up the podcast like that.
I know, right? Really crash and burned.
Yeah.
I know.
Other car related puns.
Mine wasn't even car related. Mine was Kurt Cobain related.
Mine was just like a stupid car joke. Because I got 2 crash outs out already. It's like whatever.
That's Paul Walker. Wrong guy.
Oopsie poo. Oh, ooh, that was not Fast or Furious. Oh, that's
I'm on a roll.
Ooh.
Shut up.
Stop.
Stop.
Yeah.
Wait, how about
Seek
Liam
help.
Pave about that one?
No.
I thought Free Fallin' was a Tom Petty song.
Was it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
He said it was a joke about Liam Payne.
Oh.
Free Fallin'. Tom Petty.
But anyway,
I know, it's so funny.
lemon plan.
Yeah.
It just feels like these cars are like, I know like they're evil, obviously, but it's like they feel like their designs are so comically evil. You know, it's like how like you look at Professor Zundap or whatever his name is, And like, he's the most comically villainous looking car. He's like if Dick Dastardly was a German car. It's like, what are you doing here, man? He's got a monocle.
Yes.
What car needs a monocle?
I wonder where the villain's base is. The villain's base.
Is there bad eyesight in cars? How do you get bad eyesight as a car?
Dirty windshield.
But you can clean that.
No, wait, you're right, because the old woman has the bad hearing in the Radiator Springs.
At least the hearings makes a lick more sense, but like not a lot. It's like cars. It's like, but guys, the lemon plan, it's just really dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not that the motivations are unclear. They own the oil rig. They want to make a bunch of money. Yippity yippity yee. Wonderful.
Sure.
But like, the way they went about it is like, if you disguise yourself as like nicer looking cars that people, because again, some of the cars can transform, so why can't they?
Right.
And obviously this other car who is a lemon looks nice to the public. Why don't all the cars try to look like that? Like in the ultimate spy movie, you don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a little better? You can't easily pick out who's a lemon car.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would have a lot more tension to it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm just because I feel like the whole problem with this movie is that like the British intelligence figures out all the lemon cars and who they are very quickly in like the first act.
The other thing I will say is the way that they determine who's spy or not is by asking something that clearly Mater knew as like a trivia fact.
Right. It's not. It's like I feel like a lot of cars, especially probably the lemon cars too, would know that.
Mm-hmm.
Like again, dumb spies, but
I will say
it's so nonsensical because I'm like breaking down this nonsense and I'm like, okay, the British intelligence knows that everyone's a lemon at some point, like in the first act when they're in Tokyo, because they recognize everyone or whatever.
Of course.
Why aren't you calling backup? Like I get like you don't want to like shake them off and like scare them or whatever. You want to do this like discreet, but like
You had them all in a room.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In Italy.
Yeah.
They're all there. Go raid.
Nuke.
Who's going to stop you? It's clearly surrounded. There's literally a friggin' patio that just goes to water.
Become Oppenheimer and just destroy them all.
oh.
I have become Car, destroyer of auto plants.
Destroyer of automobiles.
Oppenheimer.
Okay.
What is it?
Oppenheimer's good.
What is it? What is it, Aaron?
We're all done.
We're all done now?
We're all done.
We're all done
Thanks
now,
for
Aaron?
listening. We'll see
You guys are listening.
But Aaron, I think we've dissected enough of the lemon plan. But
Yeah.
we might as well end with one last section.
Yes. We're ending with
What is it, Aaron?
the one that's made me laugh this whole episode. The World Grand Prix.
Okay. So,
Grand
guys,
Prix.
listen.
So fun.
I know I've been dogging on this movie because a lot of its ideas are dumb.
They're dumb.
But, like, guys,
Dumb.
hear me out. The Grand Prix could have been something special, man.
Yeah.
If you're looking at this of Lightning, because again, the whole other problem with this movie is it's not Lightning's movie. He was the main character in the last one. He probably should be the main character here. Not the case.
And he's the main character in the third one.
Exactly. It's like, what the heck, man? But like, the point is that you have this, you look at Lightning. How do you progress his character past the Piston Cup? He's got to race against the world, man. That could be cool. Like, granted, you could get into the technicality of actually a Formula One car isn't supposed to race with a NASCAR. Which, like, yeah, it's true.
But it's like a funny race or whatever.
Yeah,
it's
to promote
something.
all in all.
Collaboration, basically.
If you're trying to promote a new fuel, wouldn't you want to try that out on every car model?
Yeah, so like, get this. It works on everything.
It does make a lot
Consume
of sense.
product, please.
Right.
Work
It's
on the
just a big
Model
old
T.
product placement like the Wizard. Big Nintendo commercial.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That was a goofy movie.
That's a film. It's free on YouTube right now.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is,
No
is
way.
that this idea of a Grand Prix around with all these other cars testing Lightning's ability, is he enough for the world? That could have been a really interesting movie.
Sure.
You didn't have to do nonsense car-related shenanigans or spy-related shenanigans. You could have had a genuine hour and a half or hour and 40 movie of Lightning struggling to take that next step in his career and figuring out what his limits are and how he's going to break them. That could be interesting. He's become a good person. How does he become a better public figure? Because again, all the eyes are on him. They don't go into this movie that much, but it happens occasionally. And Lightning obviously cares about his public appearance. Maybe that's where you still work in how he treats Mater, because the more and more that he becomes popular, not just in America, but the whole world, maybe that's how you work that in there. Maybe that's what you do. But it's so frustrating because I think the idea of a Grand Prix is like such a natural escalation of the first movie. And then with the third movie, they have the whole mentor idea, which ties it up perfectly. It's like, there's something here, man. But it's riddled under so many toys they have to sell that it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
It's like, I just can't, man.
Yeah.
Cars 2.
I do think that they should have expanded on that a lot. And that goes back to my middle of the road thing. Because, yes, that could have been its own great thing. Don't put them together.
But they decided not to do it.
They decided not to. They decided to mash them together and make a big old mishmash.
Like gravy and ice cream, just not things that are meant to go together.
Yeah, gravy and Skittles. Don't do it.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
bad. Ooh.
Well,
Well, gang,
Okay.
closing thoughts. It's been a wonderful crash out.
I still love this movie. Yeah, I've kind of come to realize some more flaws and plot holes, and as a kid, I really didn't realize the violent nature of this movie. I still don't.
forgot how
I-
violent this one was.
I still don't
funny.
Yeah,
get why
it
it's
was
rated
crazy
G.
violent.
I thought the mere concept of death in a movie, like
Nah, it's
legitimately, I
different.
thought that makes
if
it
it's
PG.
cars and robots, you can murder them as much as you
But
want.
they use the word kill.
That's true.
They use the word
Yeah,
kill
they
a
did.
ton.
In a kids movie.
But as soon as you throw in a swear, that's when it becomes PG.
Yeah.
That's why everyone got
I
mad at
think there
Incredibles
were
2.
What did they say in Incredible?
Weren't
said
there
damn
any
or
swear?
whatever.
I thought there were swear words in
They said
Cars
hell.
too.
They said hell and damn or whatever.
What? Shane, what?
What?
What? Swear
What'd you
swear
say?
words in Cars 2?
Where would they?
Hell
where
and
were they?
damn. Like as Charlie said.
No, I said that was Incredibles 2.
That's Incredibles.
Oh,
Because-
Incredibles. Okay.
I misheard
thought
Shane.
there
I
were
thought
in Cars.
I
My
thought
bad.
I misheard Shane. I thought he goes, "Yeah, there were swears in Cars too," and I was like,
But
"Are
to
you
be
dumb?"
fair to Shane, a lot of Pixar movies drop in swears all the time. Like in Ratatouille, Skinner goes up to Linguini and says, "Welcome to hell." Like,
Hillbilly hell.
oh,
Hell.
wait.
How did Hillbilly Hell slip by for a big old G rating?
It
How?
was just that good.
I mean, I'll give
Exactly.
them that.
So
Hillbilly
wait,
Hell
did
is
this
pretty
was this movie rated G?
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah.
Because I
It
know
was.
Incredibles was rated PG because of everything in that. Because humans die in that movie, so it's different.
Well, yeah.
Sure.
Well, there's also the concept of suicide in the first one as well, which I never understood as a
he
kid.
didn't try to save my life. He tried to ruin my death.
Yep. It's G, all right.
Really?
No, yeah, I saw it
So
when
is
I
Cars 3.
My guy.
when I threw it on when I was throwing it on Disney Plus earlier. I was looking and I was like, "Oh, that's G, okay." And then I'm seeing this, and like the car
That's
got scrapped,
genocide.
and I was like,
for genocide.
Cars 4. They all die.
The end. Cars 4. A bigger asteroid comes.
Cars 4. There's no oil.
Cars 4. That's a lot of carbon
Cars
emissions.
4, they go to war for more oil. Forget spies, we have American military.
The Battle of Bunker Hill featuring
It's
cars.
the Sarge movie.
You finally
Now
show up
I'm
in the
gonna
Cars
tell you,
universe and
McQueen.
It's like,
Yo,
I'm
can we-
stealing your oil.
Yeah.
I would love spin-offs for all the characters and see how they got to Radiator Springs. That would actually be so cool.
Fillmore walked there. Kind of
Yeah.
like how that electric car, technically, like he didn't drive, but he walked because he ran out of fuel.
Right.
That's the whole
Sarge
joke.
saw a lot of things.
Sarge,
We'll put it at that.
the police officer.
Long ago.
I just like how it was kind
Sarge
of a
was in
statement about
Vietnam.
oil, and big oil. It's like, oh yeah,
Big oil's the best.
it's the best. The best, Jerry, the best.
The best.
It's like, I don't think Cars 2 is the movie to be making these statements.
Yeah, if you want to actually like defend Big Oil, have the movie be good. That's like first.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, listen, Big Oil, big fan, but like, guys,
Exxon, we forgot all about that little incident.
like BP, what leak? Never happened. Fish, listen, fish don't have souls. Who cares?
Nemo died, yay.
Nemo died the musical.
Please.
I mean, that is what happened actually at the end of when Finding Nemo came out, because a lot of kids put their fish into toilets, like flush them down the drain because you're going back to the ocean. Water gets processed before that happens, so all the fish died.
Yep.
There goes Goldie.
Just perfect movie.
Yeah.
Goldie's dead.
But Cars 2. Cars
Cars 2 won a movie.
2. You
Peak
know
cinema.
I'll give
what, Shane?
I'll give my thoughts on Cars 2, and it's like I said earlier, still mid. I mean, like some parts were cool, yes, especially the music, but just I don't think it should have been like too heavy on Spy and like heavy on Mater. It would have been cool if they had like other parts where you'd see like Lightning McQueen interacting with some of the other his other crew, Francesco, what he was doing, all that stuff. But just having it mainly focused like with Mater and having him be like the main like hero, head honcho, all that in the movie, just lost his Mater kind of lost his touch in the movie. So
Yeah, I can't look at
I still give it a mid rating.
Yeah.
a mid out of 10.
I give it an 8 too.
Yeah, I hate it.
Aaron, you're up.
Yeah.
8.2 out of 10.
Yeah, I've gotten my thoughts out through this whole thing, so if you have goldfish memory, I'm not repeating it. But
A
sorry,
rewind button is this for a reason, baby.
Frick you.
that's right. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still middle of the road with this. I don't know. I can't believe that there was a time when because there was a time when I was little and I was like, wow, Curse 2 is actually pretty good.
This is
I
why
still
kids
think
don't
that-
have opinions.
Right.
I still think that.
No.
Exactly.
So I don't know. My opinions have changed a lot on this film, and Cars 2.
But guys, Cars 2,
Yeah.
it's still bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My opinion has not. If anything, I'm more emboldened with how
Still
much I
great.
don't like this movie.
8.2 out of
It
10.
has a lot of flaws, a lot of stinky moments, bit too much.
Maybe with the 2 and the 8 over, and then you'll get your final score.
Infinity out of 10.
No, I'm saying like 8.2, flip it to 2.8 out of 10.
I would make it lower, but that's just me.
Yeah.
This sucker's getting a clean 2. This is a clean 2 out of 10 movie. I'm always going to kind of be mad at this movie because it felt like this was the point where Pixar's quality control really just took a nosedive.
Sure.
And I got to
Oh,
say, that was not fun. Because Pixar can still make some good movies.
Of course.
Inside Out 2 is pretty good. Here's hoping that Elio will be rad. Looks kind of fun. But I don't know, man. It's just so sad because I love Pixar. I love that studio. And I love a lot of those early movies. And I still like a lot of their modern movies too. But like, man, it felt like after this, it was never the same. And it really still hasn't been.
Yeah. I'm still going middle of the road, about 5 out of 10. Maybe slightly lower, 4.5. I'm kind of like teetering, but
I'm giving it a 4.5.
I'm giving it a 2.
2.
That's fair.
What does that average out to? Hold on. The official
The official
after
average.
hours rating. I definitely didn't almost call it the revolving door rating.
Oh, God, kill me.
Okay, so that's
Oh,
The
gosh.
average hour rating. God.
The above average hour.
Not by much, but hey.
Not that much.
It's about a 0.001.
we got a 4.8 as our official rating.
That's
There you go.
fine.
All right.
We'll take it.
But
Oh,
guys, that
thank
was
you
Cars
all.
2. And that was the introduction of season 2. We have
Yes.
so much more content coming out for y'all. So please, if you guys want to check us out, we're going to have a funny little end card that'll tell you where all of our fun little things are, our socials, our YouTube, our places you can actually listen to. But for next week, because again, we plan a lot of this stuff out in advance. So this is what we're going to do. Instead of yelling at you to check out the socials, we can just do an end card so we don't have to waste our breath every time.
There you go.
What's coming out next week? Well, I'll tell you. We got Captain America Brave New World coming out next week, and I absolutely cannot wait to see if the
That's gonna be
MCU is going to
great.
figure this one out because, guys, they're advertising this movie a lot. Harrison Ford wants to be Red Hulk more than Han Solo, and that's the funniest thing in the world. I'm sorry.
Great.
So
I'm fine with it.
we're going to get to you on that. Maybe we'll rage out like the Hulk.
Holiday special really got to that, man.
One of my favorite comments we got over our highlights of the holiday special was, I can see why Harrison Ford didn't want to be Han Solo anymore.
That's so real.
It's real rough. But guys, we got Captain America coming out next week and a bunch of other fun things coming out. Season 2 is going to be a lot different than Season 1. We're going to have way more variety. We're going the whole year because we're taking turns editing this time. So we're not all going to get burnt out. But gang, thank you so much for listening. I'll see y'all next time.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Take care, y'all.
We'll catch y'all later. Goodbye. thank you for listening to the Double After Hours podcast. If you like what you heard, be sure to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcast. If you want to see a full list of our platforms, be sure to check out our page at rss.com, linked in the description below. We've got social media pages featuring highlights on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, with links below. The best way to help us grow is by sharing us wherever you can, or by telling a friend, family member, co-worker, or whoever by word of mouth. It goes a long way. Thanks for listening and staying after hours.
Hey, what you got here that's free? How about that pistachio ice cream?
No, wasabi.
Oh, same old, same old. What's up with you?